Hello everyone, this is Flashcart. Today I'm going to show you an interesting flashcart for the Nintendo 64, which is called the Everdrive 64, of course. As you can see, it's the website of the manufacturer, and you have the device description. It supports up to 64 megabytes of RAM data, which is maximum for an N64 game. It supports any card like SDHC, MMC cards, FAT16, FAT22, FAT SD to SDR transfer up to 5 megabytes per second, emulators, etc. You can buy it on all those websites, Stone Age Gamer, Retrogate, and other websites. And I bought mine from Retrogate, and it looks like this. If you choose the Everdrive with casing and the CIC chip installed inside. I'm using a 8 GB SD card, so every games I have fit inside. And I show you how it works. I plug it on my N64 and turn it on. Alright, as you can see, I have the OS version 1.11 with the firmware 1.12, which is the latest firmware for the Everdrive. You can update the OS at home anytime with just an SD card, but for the firmware you need this. It's called an USB blaster for Altera. You can buy either the original one for more than $300, or like me, you can buy a cheap Chinese knockoff for about $10 or so. Then you just need to plug it on your Everdrive and you can update it. So with the 1.12 firmware, you can use also the flashram games. Okay, let's see how it works with a simple game like, for example, not here, Super Mario 64. It should be somewhere. Yes, Super Mario 64. Start. Right, and as you can see, it's very fast.
It's me, Mario. Hello. Okie dokie.
You can start your game and everything.
Dear Mario, please come to the castle. I have baked a cake for you. Yours truly, Princess Toadstool, Peach.
Something I want to show you. My badass controller. It's a very big arcade controller I got for cheap on eBay. It's so funny to play with this. It's very big and very responsive. Well, since everyone knows what Mario 64 is about, let's go back on the menu and let's try another game. For example, let's try one of the biggest N64 game, Conker's Bad Fur Day. Start. 64 megabytes is the maximum, so it takes a little more time to load. But once it's loaded, it works. About my N64, it's Japanese N64, but with some special modifications, so US cards works on it.
Stupid logo.
Yeah, that's better.
You're getting it.
Marvelous.
Let's try another game. Well, this time I'll try an expansion pack game. For example, Pokemon Stadium 2. It uses it's also a 64 megabyte game, and it uses the expansion pack. And about this, you really need to buy the expansion pack. The Everdrive does not emulate the expansion pack, of course. It's impossible. So since I have the expansion pack on my N64, normally you should see it. N64 expansion pack found. Alright, let's try another game. Saving on the SD. And for example, some also the homebrew for N64 works. For example, I try one homebrew. Don't know, the cat 64 should be fine. And as you can see, it works. But of course, it's not. It was an homebrew, and I think it was never completed. There was nothing else to do than moving around. That's it. That's more a proof of concept than anything else. But it's still funny. Alright. I've got some time yet to show you something more. I don't know. Yes, I forgot. There is actually two games that does not work. First, Jet Force Gemini. You have to use a cracked version if you want to use it, and Banjo Tooie does not work also because it uses a special CIC chip, and also it has some anti-piracy inside, so it does not work. Well, I don't know what else to try. Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask. 22 megabytes. Alright, it works. Well, let's say that it's just the Everdrive 64 is just out since like a few months, but it already has almost 99% compatibility. It's almost sold out all the time, but if you are lucky you can have one too. I paid mine for $140, which means I got it for less than 100 euros. Well, that's it. I said everything I had to say on it. I really recommend it. It's the best flashcard for N64 you can find for now, with the 64 drive also, made by someone else. And that's all I have to say. That's it for today. Goodbye, and see you later for another video.